Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. All right, good morning. We're back here in beautiful Orange City, Iowa, back here at my friends here in Zomer RV. And today we're up here doing some training with these boys up here in Orange City on some 2-ton basement airs. So we're gonna get rolling on that. I'll take you down here and show you a few things. But yeah, I got a Prevost bus also here and a couple Winnebagos. But yeah, let's go down here and check that stuff out and we'll get rolling this morning. All right, so the first job we're gonna be working on here at Zomer RV this morning is this adventure with a 6535. Now, originally when we did the diag on this, the green light here was just flashing like 100 miles an hour. And so this customer had told me that they had initially problems. Somebody else had worked on it and they backfed some power. And so that thing, again, not flashing, that's a normal flash. It was flashing just like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So we went ahead and changed this board and everything now is up and operating. We're good, we got good temps, and we've got a 20-degree differential up there in the front. So this unit was just as simple as having a bad board. So next order on here in the shop is a 6537 that probably more than likely has a bad compressor one, and we can tell that because I've shown you guys on other videos where these things rust out eventually and cause problem. Now, we're gonna get a tap on this here in a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and get this outdoor fan motor out of here. We're gonna go ahead and wash this thing because you can see how nasty those coils are. We're gonna get this all washed out and then we'll start the diag on it. Back here in the Adventurer, and you can see that's 21-degree differential right there. So this unit right here is cranking, just a bad control board. All right, so we've got the nitrogen hooked to that, and we determined that the top of the compressor's blowed out, was leaking right there. So this compressor is bad and it's got to come out of here. All right, next project in here is this Prevost bus built out by Country Coach. Now this is the passenger side. We have determined that compressor 1 is low on Freon and the relay for compressor 2 is not shutting off. So at this point, we're just getting it pulled out of here so we can get it out on the test. Get it on the test. So 6536 out of this Prevost is out. Now we do know we have low charge in compressor 1. Not seeing anything that's really an issue, but we're going to get a tap in it and then pressurize it and see what we got. We're inside this 2008 and we're just looking at the differential temperatures. Now you can see I've got the probe right there. That's 26 degrees differential. So feel like everything on the driver's side is doing okay. We just need to, we're going to do a little bit more testing. We've got his passenger side out. We're going to do some work on that. I'll show you that in a minute. But yes, we're going to let this one ride for the moment and move on to the passenger side. So we've got this 6536 running, and as you can see from the camera, good charge on there. Now our amp draws are off because remember, this is a GMCC compressor. That is the original Tecumseh compressor. That's Tecumseh's always ran a little bit higher. But we literally just turned this on. It's 15 right there right now, but we're gonna give this about 20-30 minutes to run and we'll see where we're at. Project here in the shop this morning is this other Winnebago. Now, this gentleman had contacted us. I've talked to him a couple weeks ago and he's traveling with his elderly father, taking him around the United States to see some things. And the air conditioner quit working. Now, this is a newer air conditioner. And so what we have determined is that the outdoor fan low has a problem. Keep in mind, we talk about this quite often. Order of operation. When the unit calls for cool, we should have indoor fan, compressor 1, outdoor fan in low. 30 seconds after that, the outdoor fan is going to shut off. Compressor 2 is going to come on. Outdoor fan comes back in on high. Now, when we tested that, we had no outdoor fan in low, which means that when the thermostat in here was getting within the 3 degrees of the set point, the unit was going from high to low fan and compressor 1 only. And so what was happening was there was no outdoor fan, and so the head pressure was climbing and the high pressure limit switches were tripping. We've got this gentleman's 46515 pulled out. Now we went to test it with his thermostat, and the outdoor fan, I mean, I could flip it and get it going. See if I can get my hand in here. This thing, look at that. That's that bearing. So we're gonna update that bearing. We're gonna retest that cap and make sure, but this thing dragging like it was, absolutely could have caused a problem with that board. So they're gonna update that bearing now. Vacuum out of this unit, and we've played with the reversing valves, and you can see these numbers are equal. And we've got 5.5 amps on the compressor. So the compressor's doing work, but there's literally there's no heat, none. And you can see that with the equal pressures between the high side and the low side. So we're gonna be changing that reversing valve out. All right, so I didn't get the video done quite fast enough before we got it loaded up in here, but this one here is good. The reversing valve was bad. We had 24.9 degrees on air conditioner and 34.5 degrees on heat. So this one's rolling, just a bad reversing valve. Got it all in there, and this one's heading back across Iowa to be put back in here shortly. So back here on the country coach, now this is the driver's side unit. We did check it, and we did have good AC temps up inside this. So this gentleman called me probably over a month ago. He was traveling in this country coach, and the other side, obviously you saw us put a compressor in, it wasn't running correctly. This side was running good, but he was having some issues with the indoor fan. Sometimes it'll be like wide open, sometimes it wasn't wide open. And so when we got the other unit in, he said, well, let's go ahead and shut it down, pull it out, let's wash it, clean it, and check it. Well, once we did that, the outdoor fan wouldn't come back on. And when we checked the amp draw, we were at like 1.34. So we did a quick check on the capacitor and found the capacitor was actually reading 0 and had oil coming out of it. So we put a new capacitor in it, we ran it. In high fan, we only had like 1.5. Low, we had like 0.75. Now, low should be 1.5 and high should be like 2.45. So obviously, him running it with a bad capacitor for that amount of time damaged that motor. So that's a little bit of an oddity motor. I'm the only guy. I got 2 of them. They're at my shop. I'm having to have one overnighted here. Now they're going to get it out today. Obviously, I'm heading back to beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee tomorrow. So these boys are going to be hammering down on getting that put back in and change that, which is not a big deal. But yeah, that just capacitor was bad, and now there's no airflow on that unit, so they're going to put a new motor in it and send him on his way. So this one here is getting close. Now the hose reel is in our way right there. They're going to take the bolt sleeve, move the hose reel back, and then this basement air will be out of here. And then, like I said, tomorrow they're going to be changing out a fan motor in that. All right, well, that's going to finish us up here in beautiful Orange City, Iowa. Now, I can tell you, I'm not in Orange City, Iowa at the moment. I'm actually here in Lamar's, Iowa, which is the ice cream capital of the world. So we just got finished up here at Zomer RV for the week doing Winnebago training on the Coleman basement airs, and I've got Mr. Ryan Zomer here with me. And so yeah, we had a good week of training with all his guys. We're all trained up. How did you feel the week went?
Oh, excellent. Couldn't be more happy.
So he doesn't do a lot of basement airs like I do in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. But I think we cleaned off 6 basement airs this week, which he doesn't do. But you know, we were able to help a lot of folks, and you saw how we got the Prevost all finished up this week, and then the gentleman that we worked in, his 91 or 92-year-old dad was with him, and it was just terribly hot. So we were able to get them fixed up, but yeah, got them all done. So yeah, it was a good week. Jeanne and I will be heading back to beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee tomorrow, and yeah, we'll get. We thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us, and glad we could help them all out. And again, if you need basement air repair in Orange City, Iowa, Zomer RV is the place to go for that. And you can find him on my website, www.colemanbasementair.com. So if you're looking for a good local guy to do your work, go on there and do it. So Is the video Cousin Gary approved, or is it Ryan and Zomer approved this
Zomer
week?
approved this week, but
There
Cousin
you go.
Gary would approve it as well.
There you go. So thanks for watching. Appreciate all the comments from last week, and we'll see you back in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. And see there, got my Winnebago shirt on today because we're Winnebago ready now.
That's right.
Y'all take care. We'll catch you next week.